Hello friends! Today will be a busy day with plenty of football and we would like to know which games are on your watch list. Write in the comments below and we'll move on to the news. Mauricio Pochettino could be offered the Chelsea job by Saturday night. Senior figures from the club are set to meet in Los Angeles to make a final decision on the head coach vacancy. Alejandro Garnacho has extended his contract with Manchester United until 2028, the club's media reports. Rafael Leao has rejected Real Madrid and Chelsea. He fears having an understudy role and prefers to stay in Milan, where he is an indisputable starter. Barcelona has put Franck Kessié up for sale. The Ivorian will be available on the transfer market this summer, Diario Sport reports. PSG are interested in the arrival of Jonathan David this summer, but must wait for the identity of their next head coach before starting any negotiations. Lille value him at 65 million euros. The situation in the Bundesliga has become more difficult for us now, but it's not hopeless. I still have the feeling we will shift up a gear in the last 5 games. ESPN quotes Bayern head coach Thomas Tuchel. Former Wales forward Gareth Bale has turned down any chance of coming out of retirement to join Wrexham. Luka Modric may miss Real Madrid's first Champions League semi-final leg against Manchester City on May 9th. According to El Chiringuito, the Croatian has a muscle injury. In the next transfer window, Nice will demand at least 40 million euros for their defender Jean-Claire Todibo. Brighton have agreed to sign striker João Pedro from Watford at the end of the season, Fabrizio Romano reports. Manchester United midfielder Jadon Sancho is considering a return to Borussia Dortmund. Napoli defender Kim Min-jae will undergo 3 weeks of military training at home in South Korea this summer, despite being released from service when he won a gold medal at the Asian Games, Calcio Napoli 24 reports. This season, if we don't do something really special, we'll be remembered for the 7-0 against United, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp said. Lazio are negotiating a contract extension with midfielder Mattia Zaccagni, Il Messaggero reports. Bayer Leverkusen manager Xabi Alonso has announced that striker Patrick Schick will not play again this season due to a groin injury. I've been fortunate enough to be at 3 top-level clubs in Spain, Valencia, Sevilla and Villarreal. The next step in Spain would be to coach Atletico, Real Madrid or Barca, Unai Emery told to Diario AS. Juventus are monitoring West Ham forward Gianluca Scamacca. He might return to Serie A next season. Bayern Munich has lost Dayot Upamecano for an unknown period. The defender suffered a sprain of the right thigh muscle in training, according to the official website of the Munich team. Sergio Ramos: there are discussions between the management and him. I'm very satisfied with his season and what he brings on match days, but also on a daily basis, PSG coach Christophe Galtier said. Cristiano Ronaldo breaks a 3-match goalless streak for Al Nassr, scoring for the first time since April 4th. Thomas Meunier wants to leave Borussia Dortmund in the summer and hopes Barcelona will make a move for him. Barca are aware of it, but nothing more, according to Mundo Deportivo. Here in England, people don't appreciate how good Harry Kane is. He is really incredible. Watching as a coach, it's a pleasure. This country should appreciate that we've got a really special talent, Tottenham interim manager Ryan Mason said. Starting from the next season, Adidas wants to begin a partnership with Roma and focus the kit's presentation and other marketing campaigns around Jose Mourinho and Paulo Dybala, according to Corriere dello Sport. Sevilla is set to loan Manchester City defender Sergio Gomez this summer. Of course, we want to be German champions again this year, and we'll make it. There have always been difficult situations in the past, from which Bayern broke free and emerged stronger. Oliver Kahn is quoted by the German tabloid TZ. Only Manchester City have picked up more points than Bournemouth in the last 6 away games. Atletico is very interested in AZ left-back Milos Kernes. Around 20 million euros will be asked for his signature. Juventus have joined the clubs interested in Leicester midfielder Yuri Tielemans, who will become a free agent in the summer, Calciomercato reports. Emmanuel Macron will not go down to the pitch to shake players' hands before the Coupe de France final, amid plans for protests from the stands against retirement reforms. The truth is that players kick Vinicius lots, it's obvious. Maradona or Pelé were also kicked a lot, unfortunately. Our luck is that Vini has a strong physique and is capable of enduring those challenges. The only way to preserve these type of players is justice, Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti said. And here are the results of Friday's games. Now to the main news of the video. Juventus selected 2 potential replacements for the head coach position to replace Massimiliano Allegri. The contract of the current Bianconeri manager is valid until 2025, and now the old lady seems to have no plans to part with the specialist. But rumors about Allegri's possible departure still appear. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, in case of Allegri's contract termination, Juve will try to negotiate with Zinedine Zidane or Antonio Conte, who are still unemployed. After 31 rounds, Juventus is third in the Serie A standings with 59 points. The old lady also continues their way in the Europa League and have already reached the semi-finals. Tottenham striker Harry Kane could become a free agent in the summer. The Spurs leader is open to terminating his contract with the club. The Englishman's current Spurs deal expires in 2024, but the forward doesn't want to wait and is seriously considering a move in the next transfer window. Tottenham is not eager to sell the player, and this is pushing their leader to make dramatic decisions. Amid the interest from Manchester United, Kane is even ready to terminate his Tottenham contract in order to move away. By the way, yesterday the English press began to write that Chelsea would also be interested in the striker in case of Mauricio Pochettino's appointment. After a press conference devoted to Camp Nou reconstruction, several members of Barcelona's board assured journalists that Lionel Messi would return to the club. This was reported by Diario Sport. The Blaugrana bosses believe that the club will be able to fulfill the financial requirements of La Liga for the next season and agree on the Messi transfer. At the same time, the Argentine himself doesn't think about money and wants to return to Barca. Lionel agrees to a salary of 10 to 13 million euros per year, which is more than half the amount compared to the 35 million euros the world champion earns in one season at PSG. Kylian Mbappe is trying to persuade his French national teammate Randal Colomwani to join PSG in the summer. The players are already discussing a possible transfer. Earlier, it became known that Eintracht Frankfurt, which owns Colomwani, would agree to let their star go for at least 100 million euros, given the interest of PSG, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich and Manchester United. This season, Colomwani has scored 20 goals and made 14 assists in 40 games in all competitions. Bayern Munich head coach Thomas Tuchel is actively making his transfer shortlist ahead of the summer transfer window. The former Chelsea coach wants to reunite with midfielder Mateo Kovacic, and this idea is gaining more and more support among the Munich club's management. Sport 1 writes, Rekordmeister have a good opportunity to buy the Croatian with a discount, as his Chelsea contract expires in the summer of 2024. Another player being monitored by Bayern is Borussia Mönchengladbach midfielder Manu Kone, who is valued at 30 million euros by Transfermarkt. Friends, watch the latest videos from our other projects, top content that will make your weekend slightly better. And thank you for watching this episode till the end. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.